Okay, so this is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Now, I've played a few of these stories. I haven't finished the game, but I played a few. And it was very interesting. You know, it's a kind of a procedural kind of court thing, so yeah, that's real descriptive. But yeah, it's I thought I'd play this, got an urge to, so let's do this one. Do a new game. Let's see, is that one? I think it's the first one. Oh yes. So let's go to the first episode. The first turnabout. Yes, let's play that. Because that's his first thing. I gotta pin this on someone. Okay, so there's our dramatic opening. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Alright, I'll try and read these all professional. Boy, am I nervous. Right! Oh, hiya, Chief. Ooh, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. Yeah, I feel more confident already. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you know the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Oh no. Someone gets shot. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. No, yeah, I don't want to do that, buddy. I really don't want to say that you're guilty. Give me the death sentence. I'm not afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who? Who took her away from me? Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you're gonna tell me who took my baby away? Bro, just chill. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Newspapers say it was, you? Yeah, not looking good for you, buddy. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butz. Oh my god, I forgot his last name was Butz. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I could say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butz. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Ahem. Mr. Wright. This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. A little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. He does not look amused right now. He looks like he's totally disappointed in me. He's disappointed. It's like I'm disappointed in my father. God dang it. Alright. Okay. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Man, see, this is my first trial and you're already giving me a frickin' test. Fine. Yes, Your Honor. God. Hand shaking, eyesight fading. Just faint, man. Just faint. It's okay. It's really okay. Alright. The test will consist of a simple... The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. It's Mr. Butz. See, not me. It's the Butz. Okay? The defendant, well, that's Larry Butz, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name. It's, wait, uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. Because stuff. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay? Remember, check it often. Do it for me. Please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Currently me. Okay. Wait. Oh, yeah. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. Final answer. Wait, wrong show. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all of my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found laying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Well, gee, I would hope so, since you freaking killed somebody. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you will have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently. Alright, let's do this thing. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butz, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Okay, we don't want him to be himself, you know. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Well, have faith, you know? Mr. Butz, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? Yes, they did, Phoenix. Yes, they did. I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butz, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way! The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several quote-quote sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butz, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Yeah, probably a good idea, you know, because, he might make a butt out of himself, quite literally. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean, irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I met her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Oh god. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy. This is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? I don't remember what to do. Have him answer honestly. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Even if he was really smart, I doubt he would get that. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butz. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. God, that was the most highest pitch objection I've ever heard in my life. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butz is lying. Well then. Well, that I swear I can talk. Simplifies I can talk. Matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Schwitt to the stand. I have no idea if I pronounced that correctly, but here we are. Okay, we all know you did it, but I just have to prove you did it. Mr. Schwitt, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Schwitt, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. This is where we really gotta pay attention. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I coiled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant, sitting right over there. Oh, we all know you lying. We know you lying. You lying. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone Mr. Schwitt used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your persuasion. Okay. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Yeah, dude. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? Hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence in your hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you have found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Hell yeah, that's what we do. Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button. Then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's see if I remember this one. Oh, thank you for believing me. I don't believe in me because I don't remember. I was going door to door when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry, blah blah blah. Thinking it's strange, I looked into I saw her laying there, not moving. Found myself unable to go inside. I had to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her... Yes! Time of death. That has to be it, because he said... Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Was 1 p.m. But that's not possible because that was out until 2 p.m. It can't be because he says it's 1 p.m. but her time of death is between 4 and 5 p.m. So I hope I'm right. I hope I don't mess up. I hope. Okay.
Objection!
Objection. You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Sweats nervously. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. Hell no. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. His Mr. Shawit, why were you certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Good job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. Hell yeah, that's what we do, Mia. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Why are we giving him a chance to change his story? Damn. The time of the discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time, and it was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of the tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that misunderstanding. Yeah, but, I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I got this one. Hell yeah, I got this one. Because I know where he lied. Ha! It could not be coming from the television. Because electricity was out until 6 p.m. Therefore, not possible.
Objection!
Boom! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Oh, did he just lose his hair? Gah! The defense has a point. Do you have any explanation for this, Mr. Shawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Shawit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections is harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. There must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Shawit. Let's hear your testimony one more time, please. Why are we giving him more time? For real, why are we giving him more time? Hearing the time. I bet you didn't hear no time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Bet you be lying. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Being confident up in here. Let me adjust my tie. I'm ready to go. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Okay, let's... remember how I did this. The murder weapon. It must have been what I saw. contradiction.
Hold it!
Murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off during the middle of testimony or something? Something is fishy here. That must have been what I saw.
Hold it!
That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake.
Objection!
Objection, bitch. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sherwood. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is the switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony is correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problem with this testimony now? The clock doesn't look like a clock at all. The witness couldn't have possibly known it was a clock just by seeing it. He said himself he never entered the apartment. It was just in his testimony. Hey, you're right. Something the matter? Does the defense have anything to add? Yes. Yes, I do. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he... You went inside the apartment the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sherwood, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is baitless conjecture. Faceless? Just look at the witness's face. Was the witness prepared to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw... And I'm just gonna throw my freaking hair. Ew. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. You just threw your freaking hair at me. What the hell are you talking about? Order! Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Dude, he like frickin' lied! Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound witness came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? I hope Kate's ready on this. I better think carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sherwitt heard was definitely this clock. The fact is, if you simply sound the clock. Let's sound the clock now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. Certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Eck. As you can see, the clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sherwitt heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sherwitt, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. What's he talking about now? While it might seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it! So close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Sherwitt. I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Well, your lawyers are slime too, so. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sherwitt. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you still can't win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume that the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Yes, I can prove it. Find it, and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found the evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that could prove my claim beyond a doubt. Huh, tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Hey, look, dude, at least I have a full head of hair. Let's see the evidence that proves the clock was running slow. Well, as we all know, she went to Paris, right? So... probably didn't have time to reset her clock. So I'm gonna say that it's because she hadn't had time to reset her clock. I hope I'm right. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, it's 1 a.m. the next day. The clock was a 3-hour slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since she'd returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Shewit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Yeah, he's gonna probably throw his hair again. And he just foamed at the mouth and passed out. Order! Order, I say! Well, this case certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And to find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty. Yes! Thank you. Thank you. Happy to do it. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Shewit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Shewit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Shewit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. His tongue can't believe we won. Right, good job. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. No, not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. Oh God. Here he is. My life is over. Larry. You're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Good. Wait. No, I mean, bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry. She was never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz. Innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat? Oh, no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Your present? For me? Wait. Wasn't this the evidence that Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? No, I think you're doing enough of that for all of us. Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Yeah, you don't gotta sympathize for me. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about it? Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just a chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's pretty heavy clock to be traveling. Well, think of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we could do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. Well, we'll drink a toast to an innocent Butz. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part of at least. You have to tell me more about that sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he is not going to pay us unless you count the clock that he gave me." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there for right now. That way we can start off the next episode off without having to stop in the middle. Thank you for watching, and I will catch y'all later.